Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Eli, and this high school boys CIF basketball video is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rip Company, and all of our Cabrillo coverage this year is sponsored by the Cone family. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Outside on the west side, Cabrillo here hosting their fourth home playoff game in the last 2 years. It's their second of the year already in the CIF Southern Section Division 2A playoffs. They handled Royal in the first round and they're looking to do so here in the second round, and they brought the shooters to do so. The general, Lincoln Dean, looking to step up in another big moment as Foothill champs are in town. 9-3, Valencia is in league play. They took care of Walnut in the first round. Looking to play spoiler here at Cabrillo, and it kind of seemed like they were about to do that. It was nothing fancy for the Vikings to open the game, simply just good takes in this one and one-on-one situations. Dave Princewell and Steven Irons in for the buckets to start, and then Noah Trevino out on the outside for an early 6-point lead for the Vikings. Cabrillo, not quite a slow start, but certainly had to work for everything they earned as Dean floats one up and in. Kenzie Obu, one of those silent contributors for Cabrillo, but was huge all night. All of his 6'5" frame on this one to grab rebounds and get putbacks as you see him working, doing the dirty work inside, able to get a couple buckets up and in early for Cabrillo. Trevino, though, one of those guys that was key in one-on-one situations. As you see, he works to his spots here and able to get down to the rim and put this one up. He had 7 points in that first quarter. Aiden Jones, the fourth scorer to get on the board for Cabrillo to end out the quarter as the Drags trailed by 4 after 1. And it would certainly be a team effort if they wanted to stay in this one. Irvin Choice definitely up for the task, doing his fair share as he sinks one in from mid-range. Then out on the wing, Dean is in the zone, open, nails this one from behind the arc. Certainly if you're the Vikings, that is not the guy that you want to see getting hot. Obu, more hard work inside the paint this time, able to draw contact for the and one bucket. See his teammates loving it there. And then coast to coast from the west side to the west side, Mason Johnson with the steal and the score for the bucket, able to take the lead in the second quarter where the Jags, but that would be short-lived. Valencia kept the gas pedal forward, able to close out the quarter on a 9-2 run. Trevino with some strong takes. You see him really good on the one-on-one, 13 points in the first half. And then Isaac Zavala to close out the half. Those Grinches were for sure taking over for these guys for 1-3 and 1-4 as Valencia takes the 29-23 6-point lead after half. And Cabrillo opens up that second half. Chris Spencer said he had to tell his guys just to be themselves, and Mason Johnson's going to take the lead for his team with the bucket inside. And then watch out, there's a Jones in the zones somewhere. Aiden Jones able to nail a three from outside, giving Cabrillo some momentum in the second half. Right back on defense he goes, coming right back the other way for the score. Timeout Vikings. Aiden Jones with another bucket. 9-2 run for Cabrillo would now give them a 1-point lead here in the third quarter. So back and forth we go. Princewell with the one-on-one and one. Valencia back the other way, Trekin, then kick out and kick back. Trevino with his third three-pointer of the game. Like I said, those Grinches were out and he took over when he had the ball. Choice back this way from 3. Bang. Can't say enough about his valuable minutes for the Jags. And same goes for Obu. He was the transfer who comes in and really just accepted his role doing the dirty work for Cabrillo. He tied a team high of 12 points, just working, getting the shots back up, getting all the rebounds and putbacks. Princewell with the and one, though, the other way. We had under 3 minutes to play here in the game. The Vikings played a tough 1-2-2 zone that looked to force arid passes and occasionally blitz at the top, where Princewell had a handful of steals as he's back the other way to cut the Cabrillo lead to just 3. But if you need a dagger and not a 9-1-1 was there. Dean sits within the zone and sinks this one from 3. It's not a big game unless Dean hits a big shot, and then he's headed for the doors, able to get this steal. And like I said, west coast to the west coast, you see Dean with the bucket to put his team up 6 and not enough time left. Let's cut to our live Spence cam. As you see, he's hyped and loving it, ready to celebrate. 52-46, your final score from Cabrillo after an excellent second half from the Jags. And don't go anywhere. Cabrillo gets yet another home game against Irvine on Tuesday, and you already know if you want coverage of that and all Long Beach sports, you are in the right spot, the562.org.